What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another video. Super stoked to be back because today I kind of want to get into what I've been doing behind the scenes and kind of say what I've been talking about as far as like new life changes and new projects. Hey, not really a new project if you're new to the channel. Obviously, you don't know about this, but if you're an OG, then you actually know I have this hatch and it kind of like was with me when I started the channel. But I'm gonna start putting a lot more effort into this car because I need to get it running. I need to get it movable because most likely in the future I'm gonna be moving, so I want to be able to take all my cars running when I leave. I don't want anything kind of like mismatched and not really running at the same time. So let's kind of just do a little quick walk around. I'll do a better one later though. Yeah, buddy, so this is my hatch. I've had it for 7 years. It's not the best. You know, I've had these wheels a really long time. Obviously the interior, the front seats need to go. I have something for that. I will actually show you that later this video. Like if you guys saw in the last video, my BBRs are getting detailed right now by DJ, aka Bushido Detail. So he's taking care of those. So right now I am on these guys. And then I got to get the seats. The rear, I have SI black interior with the covers. And then yeah, so we're gonna get this thing going, guys. That is my goal. That is my goal. So I gotta get ready, I gotta get stuff going, and then I gotta head out to the shop to kind of get stuff going. But when I get there, I'll explain a little bit more. But guys, if you guys could hit that thumbs up button for me, that would mean a lot. There's a lot of EF content coming very, very soon. I'm not getting rid of the Del Sol, absolutely. I'm just slowing down because it's now turnkey. And because it's now turnkey, I have to move on to other projects. But really fun stuff coming for the EF right now. Buddy Club P1. P1. Planted seat rail. Side mounts. All right, yeah, so as you guys saw in the previous clip with my EF, the front seats are pretty messed up, and that is mainly because, you know, most Hondas in the 80s, they used really thin fabric, and after, you know, 747 and 1,000 times of getting in, you tend to wear out the bolsters. And for a while in the EF, one of the main reasons I didn't like driving it, to be honest with you, was an aesthetic reason, but it is the fact that like you're sitting on foam. But I want to redress that right out of the gate. Since I said I'm going to start working on the EF, this is actually the seat that was in DJ's Del Sol. He's had it for a while, and then he's just like, dude, if you're gonna like start working on the EF, dude, I'll let you use this seat till everything gets set up. So I was like, oh, okay, awesome. So right here I have the planted rail, obviously the PLM side mounts, and the P1. So I'm gonna try to get everything set up here, see if I can align it with this guy. It will be fixed. I didn't want to get the sliders because it will just be me driving, so I figured we can kind of knock this out and then yeah, see where we can go from there. Alright, so first things first, I got these PLM side brackets. They're actually pretty cheap. They're only like 40 bucks. They're very universal, so we're gonna hopefully make these work. Yeah, they're pretty solid. That's pretty good. So obviously it's side mounted, so I wanted to be able to throw these on the car. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out really quick. Got to be careful because I don't really want to mess anything up being on concrete here, but we're gonna go ahead, throw these on. Might need another washer on this dude. I think they're either side, so I'm just gonna throw them on really quick just so they're snug. But I figured I would take this time right here to explain what I've been talking about, which is got a new job. And for most of you that don't know, I've been working in tech for like the majority of my life. So when given the opportunity to get back in, I thought it was probably a good time to just kind of try to get my life in order here. So took a new job. I'm gonna start in a couple weeks, which is kind of cool for the channel because obviously I'll have a little bit more money. I could put that money into the car and go from there. As you guys can see, this is pretty nice. Went right on. I'll throw a washer over here. Don't worry, I'll figure that out. Now let's do this other side here really carefully. There we go. And the other big news is I will have to move. And it's gonna be a big move for me because I've always lived right here in the Bay Area. But if all things go according to plan, I'm gonna be moving to Las Vegas, which is different for me because I've always, like I said, lived here in the Bay Area. So this is on the middle and this is on the top in the rear. So we'll go ahead and do the same things. Did I say the front's in the middle? I said the front's in the middle. All right, so yeah, so that's the big news I've been talking about. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting. I've never really lived there. I've never really lived out of just California, honestly. So this is gonna be interesting. I've had friends that lived in Nevada and I've gone to visit them, so that's gonna be kind of cool. But you know, I'm a lot to look forward to, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about here as I basically work on this. I won't dive into it too much, but basically, yeah, I'm taking on a new job. It's gonna be fun. I'll still be here in California for a while, but eventually I'm gonna have to relocate to Vegas, which is gonna be interesting, but that's cool. There are no smog regulations there. And that's kind of what's pushing me to get the EF finished, make sure the Del Sol is turnkey, because I don't want to take any half projects. So I'll have a little bit of time off before I start the new job. And since that's the case, I'm going to take as much time and effort as I can to really make sure everything's kind of solid, because I'll actually have time, and I've never actually had free time. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get back to this. All right, cool. So side brackets on. This obviously has 3 holes of adjustment. This actually has 3 holes of adjustment, and then we got a bunch of adjustments on the bottom. So I went with the planted rail for a couple reasons. One, planted's always had, you know, a good quality standard, and I have wedge in my Del Sol, but I got them a long time ago, and I don't know. I wanted to go with planted this time because I liked the adjustability, or at least the holes in the adjustability that they have. Adjustability is probably the wrong word. But basically, when you get a planted rail, this top face is always going to be the same. You're always going to get these slants. You're always going to get these holes. The main difference, obviously, is they're made to chassis. So I have an 89 hatchback. So obviously, these guys are made to fit the floor pan for the driver's side of the 88 to 89s. The 9091s, I believe, are a little different. But yeah, so super juiced about this. So I got the side rails on. I'm gonna throw this on here. I'm gonna see if the holes line up. If they don't, I'm gonna have to get hardware here, and then I might have to drill a hole or not. But in the reality of the situation is, even if the holes do line up, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be centered in the driver's seat. So this is all preliminary. This is all just to make sure that like this all kind of works together. And if I have to drill a hole, I have to drill a hole. That's not a big deal. But the next step is, once this is done, I'll have to actually take the driver's seat out of the EF, bolt the pan in, put the seat in, make sure I'm in the center, because I don't want to be a little off in one direction. That's really going to throw me off, and honestly just throw off driving the car if you're like not where you want to be in the center of it, you know. And then bolt everything down. So like I said, it's really excited. PLM side brackets, they're awesome. They you know, the good quality, and the bracket is amazing. So I really hope that this fits the floor pan. I bought some generic eBay ones a long time ago. They didn't fit the car. They said it was for, you know, an 88, 89 hatchback, and I don't know what they're for. Might be an Accord, who knows? They just do not line up. Yeah. So like I said, now we're on the rail. I have to get a little, you know, little box to level it out. But if you come back to the rear here, you can kind of see right there, that hole actually can bolt in. There's a hole right there. And then this rear one most likely works, because I have some holes here and here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Here, let me back this up a little bit. So I could probably get a bolt back here, at least one here in the corner. If it's centered, you can kind of tell that it's not really. And then in the front, the front, we're gonna have a little problem. Unless I sit it up a little bit, and I can get one there and get one there. But I might have to drill and then kind of go from there. But like I said, might take some modification, but that's not that bad. I can just get a drill bit, drill in, probably take like a marker or something and just like get it centered. And if I can't get 4 holes, just make a mark, drill holes, and then get hardware. So, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm stoked because I'm gonna take the passenger seat out. Allison really doesn't care about being in the hatch, and I just want the driver's seat anyways. So this is gonna be good. Shit, we out here, guys. Back at the house. Got the RSX about to jump the hatch because we got to get this going. I've got the battery in the rear here, so obviously this makes it a lot easier to jump. But yeah, this is exciting. This car has to get started very quickly because I'm about to do some stuff to this car. Like I said, you guys already saw the seat, so that's going to get in there. But then I just got to get it movable so that way, you know, the rest of the plan could happen. We can get into that later. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully we got it started. Yo, it lives. Like, I still got the battery on it, obviously. Now it's starting to sound better. I don't have an intake on this shit yet. But, oh, look, cigarette lighter, there you go. But, yeah, I don't have an intake on this thing, so it's just open throttle body, but we're just gonna send it, you know what I mean? But just gonna let it run for a little bit on its own, on the battery. That way everything kind of levels out. Probably hasn't been started in like 6 months, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude, this thing's been super neglected. That's why I really need to bring it back, but dope. All right, so there it is. I got it out. It's driving. I always have faith in this car. It will always turn on. 280,000 miles on this thing, and just turned on. Just needed a battery and turned on without any hesitation whatsoever. Super stoked. So I'll go ahead and do a little walk around just so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with right here. This is going to be the start of the EF build. All right, guys, just leaving it on because it's just got to stay on. But this is my hatch, guys. I've had this, I don't know how long. It's kind of been tucked in the back. 89 Civic DX with the 5-speed. Loving it. I don't have 4th gear right now because it fucking went out, but you know. But here it is, guys. You know, I got the white wing. I got a red wing too. Shout out to Anthony, aka All Day Ant. I used to have a black cover right here, but it dropped on my head. Well, we brought a B18 home for this, and now I have a black one. I have PTSD for life for just having my head underneath a rear hatch or trunk. Multiple times has this happened to me. But this is the hatch, guys. We'll just do a quick little walk around right here. Super stoked about this one, guys. I bought it off a guy for $700 like 6 or 7 years ago before I moved to San Francisco. I needed a small car. This was it. The reason I bought it is because he bought a Del Sol. So cool, you know. And the reason I love this black hatch right here is it's always had this little foreshadowing action here on my I was about to say my soul, but here on my EF, you know. But this is what we got here. As you guys can tell, man, look at this interior. It's pristine. I've been driving on a towel for I don't know how long. I had to give that up, you know, both sides. But we're about to fix this, as you guys have seen. But everything's good there. Don't mind the giant crack. That will be fixed. But all blue interior. You know what I mean? Everything's looking good. Long time ago, I threw some SI rears in there. I got the speaker pods. I still have the rear flap. And I'll show you guys the engine bay real quick. It's not the best, obviously. That's why I want to swap it. Oh my God, one hand. Okay, so here we are. D15B2, I think this is. Still no intake. Don't at me. But yeah, dude. This is still running. It sounds great. Still has plenty of power. If it didn't have 4th gear gone, it'd still be an amazing runner. But, you know, I want to swap it, guys. Trying to consolidate everything. But there's the engine bay. Give it one of those so we're good. But, yeah, dude, I'm excited. Smash that thumbs up button, guys, if you like EF content, because a lot of it's coming. I need to get this running, because I said earlier, I'm probably going to have to leave soon. I'm probably going to have to move, and I don't want to move cars that aren't, like, somewhat complete. So, yeah, guys, this is it. I'm probably going to end the video here. I still got a lot of stuff to do, but it's been a really long day, and I really just wanted to start this video off and just be like, yo, the start of the EF content going right here. So, yeah. just definitely subscribe, like, leave a note in the comment if you're excited for EF content. This will be moving kind of rapidly because I need to kind of get it done. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching another video. I got a lot more videos coming soon. This is gonna, I'm trying to make this happen kind of quickly. So excited, guys. All right, like, subscribe, share this content, guys. I'm really excited for this one. Let's go.